QBBS Meredith Reynolds. Upon returning to the Meredith Reynolds, Tabitha hugged Hirotoshi, Ryu, and Katsu and headed toward her suite. She walked forward and Meredith opened the door for her. When she walked in, nothing seemed amiss. Then she frowned. She could smell Jinx and Anne in the suite. They had to have been here recently. Maybe Anne had been watching the boy while Tabitha was out. Tabitha tossed her bag on the table.
Hello?
Hello?
Good, you're here. I'm Tabitha.
She walked to the room Anne had used before Tabitha had left to start the U-Boss operation.
I know who you are, Ranger.
Good. Now, if you would just come out and introduce yourself.
Tabitha looked into the room. Nothing seemed messed up. No one was using this bedroom. Perplexed, she turned around and looked down to see a young German shepherd sitting on the floor looking up at her.
My name's Dio.
Oh, shit. You're Jinx's brother.
Yes, my Ranger, I am.
Tabitha went back carefully over every word Bethany Anne had said and immediately saw where the Empress had allowed Tabitha to make all sorts of assumptions. She didn't have a young boy as a roommate. She had one of Asher's and Bellatrix's children as a partner. Plus, Tabitha hadn't been very good company at that time. Tabitha collapsed onto the couch and closed her eyes, trying to remember what the rules were for any of the puppies and who they chose. She heard Dio get up, move to the couch, and jump up beside her. He lay down and placed his head on her lap, and she started to pet him, knowing full well this was a bad move if she wanted to figure out a way around having to keep the young dog. Sometime later, Tabitha woke up. She wasn't on the couch as she would have expected. She was in bed, tucked in. She looked around and noticed the two eyes staring at her in the dim light.
Dio?
Yes?
What happened?
The Queen came to talk with you, and you were asleep on the couch. I explained you came home and collapsed. She did that scary red eyes thing, and then picked you up and tucked you in. She told me to stand guard until you woke up. She also said that if I needed to wake you, I would have to bite you. So I've been on the edge of the bed watching out for you.
Tabitha's eyes teared up, thinking about the pup sitting on the edge of the bed willing to attack someone for her, just like her Tontos.
Come here, Dio.
Tabitha patted the covers next to her. Dio took the invitation and lay down against her side, and Tabitha put an arm over him.
Meredith?
Yes, Ranger Tabitha?
Lock my doors. And give me a heads up if any of my guys needs me. Otherwise, anyone lower in the chain of command than Barnabas needs to go away. Dio and I are going to sleep.
Yes, Ranger Tabitha.
The lights blinked out in her room.